I'm Libby Wayman, and I'm here at the Dome in Davos with Tim Heidel, the co-founder and CEO of Vier. Tim, tell us about Vier.
I'm excited to be here. Thanks, Libby, for taking some time. I'm Tim Heidel, co-founder and CEO at Vier. We build superconducting power delivery solutions that address critical power delivery bottlenecks in transmission systems, in industrial environments, and most notably now in data centers. We can often achieve a 10 times reduction in space and weight and allow folks more flexibility in how they lay out their facilities, which in many cases can allow projects to deploy faster and get to higher performance in AI.
And Tim, the grid requires hundreds of billions of dollars of investment every year, and that's only expected to grow with the electrification of several sectors, addition of more data centers. And you're starting in powering data centers. How did that transition come about?
Yeah, so we started the company 6 years ago with a recognition that we need to double or triple grid capacity around the world to achieve aggressive goals, economic growth, resiliency, climate change, etc. And that there really are no great solutions for very quickly expanding transmission infrastructure. Uh, but the grid is really hard. And it takes a very long time for new technologies to be proven and to be fully accepted. And so when data center power delivery started to become really a big bottleneck in the last couple of years, we pivoted our first focus to deploying in and around data centers. We believe that we can get to adoption much faster. We can build credibility and demonstrate our solutions working and accumulate the hours of operating experience that you really need in the data center space much more quickly, and then use all of that experience to establish that credibility back in the transmission domain. The investment that's required at this point is unbelievable, right? Grid investments globally are set to double to $600 billion a year by the end of this decade. And over the next 5 years, some analysts have indicated that there's going to be over $7 trillion invested in AI infrastructure. Over a trillion of that is the electrical alone.
And how have you demonstrated the technology so far?
Yeah, so we were really excited to demonstrate a 3 megawatt demonstration system of our core product late last year. This year, we're now focusing on deploying our first generation products with customers in first test configurations and test environments. We're actually working very closely with a number of the big data center OEMs to demonstrate how our solutions integrate seamlessly with all the other electrical equipment that's housed in and around data centers, all on a pathway to aiming to get our hardware into live data centers operating with IT load within the next couple of years.
Data centers and AI are top of mind here at Davos. What are your takeaways from the event so far?
Yeah, there's no question. AI is everywhere. And of course, energy is the gating factor to success in AI. Access to energy, the ability to deploy energy, and energy supply chains have been a part of conversations all week long with everybody from investors to tech companies to data center developers. I'm really excited to be here at this moment. It's a fantastic time for introducing new technology into the environment. There's a real sense of optimism and excitement around what new solutions can offer the industry.
And what are the impacts that you're seeing from your technology uh, as deployed in data centers?
Yeah, so uh, at the end of the day, speed to power is what really matters. And so we can reduce the labor time involved in the installation of power delivery solutions. We substantially cut the amount of copper that you use and the amount of concrete that you use, cut down on labor in order to allow projects to deploy a lot faster. Additionally, from that, because we use high temperature superconductors, our cables operate with lower losses and lower voltage drop, which actually has some really interesting impacts on how you lay out data center campuses. You can move the pieces around the board in different ways. You can also reconfigure the inside configuration of your data centers and ultimately get to higher computational density and higher performance.
So, higher density, higher efficiency, and higher performance sounds like a great opportunity. You're also here with a group, Climate Scale Up, several other CEOs and founders of tech companies. What have you learned through engaging with this group?
Yeah, it's been a great group to spend the week with. And, it's so useful to spend time with other entrepreneurs and other company leaders. We're all often dealing with the same types of challenges and the same types of opportunities. And so it's fantastic to compare notes, especially in an environment like this, right? And the networking is unparalleled. And a lot of the other CEOs in the cohort this week have been able to make really unique connections as we spread out over all of the events all over town. You can't be everywhere at once. And so we can really amplify our collective impact by looking for connections and making connections across the cohort. It's been a really fantastic week.
Tim Heidel, thanks for being with us.
Thank you. Appreciate it.